Okay, so this video is a little bit different for a couple of reasons. Nothing really happened. That's the thing, is that, like, there's a few things, which I guess I'll start off with, maybe to potentially add a little bit of a hook so people actually care about what I'm talking about. But, so, I guess the most entertaining one was probably the last day of school, just to some degree. Just because, on the last day, or the last 2 days actually, I brought all of this stuff. I'll hopefully be putting up a picture of it right now. Uh, I brought all of this, and just by the way, that's my monitor, my Wii, a Switch, GameCube adapter, Smash Bros Melee. Like I had the whole shebang. Like there was so much stuff in there, and we played all day for 2 days. It was so much fun. And then on the last day of school, or like, yeah, the very, very last day of school, one of my teachers was getting rid of the CRT that the school just kind of happened to have. And, he was just gonna straight up just throw it away, and I'm like, oh, can I have that? And he's like, oh, yeah, sure. So I got that. So I carried home my backpack full of stuff and a CRT, which was kind of, you know, special, I guess. I got plenty of looks, and most of them were deserved, but at least now I have my very own CRT, which I have actually hooked up to my computer, and it looks really, really weird, because I'm just that good. But anyway, this is what we like. This school year, to me, honestly, was literally just like a character development arc. Like, there was nothing other than that. Like, and a lot of it was just really dumb. So this probably end up being a little bit more of a personal video, so if you guys don't, exactly like that sort of stuff, I probably would advise leaving, but, I'd rather have you stay. I mean, I'm gonna try and put a comedic twist to it, but, first week of school was rough. I had just switched from middle school to high school. Plus I was getting up an hour earlier than everyone else because we my church organization does like a early morning seminary. Well, depending on where you live, if it's like in certain states, it's like where it's one of your classes during school. But for me, I have it early in the morning, which kind of sucks. But it's actually really good. Like it genuinely kind of helps throughout the day. Just because like I actually know people there, and like they're people with like similar values, unlike school, which is just kind of like a mosh pit of weirdos, if you know what I mean. But anyway, the so that was kind of nice. Okay, so the thing that started the whole character development arc, it was there was this dance, I think, like 2 weeks into school. It wasn't a school dance, it was again like a church dance thing. So we went there, we were eating dinner, and then after that we had to go pick a partner to dance with, and I had no idea like what to do. This is actually a really funny story though, but it's what sparked like the rest of it. And so I think I just like straight up offended this one of the girls there. I mean, she was cool about it, but like still, I think I just like really offended her on accident. I mean, she forgot about it like immediately, but at least I'm pretty sure. But I've always I'm pretty sure I got this from my dad, but I've had this tendency that whenever there is a great or higher than usual amount of weight, which could range anywhere from a laundry basket to anything heavier than a laundry basket. Like, so in other words, really it doesn't take much, but she didn't understand that. And we were learning how to do this like dip thing where you like they like fall backwards and you have to like hold them there and then sit them back up, and I didn't realize I was doing this. It was completely subconscious, but for the first time that I tried it, she goes backwards and I go, it was so dumb. Uh, and the the look on their face was just like pure disgust. It was so funny. And yeah, so I go home after that. I mean, after that I was perfectly fine. I was able to withhold my manly grunting, you know. But it was so dumb. But and I still do that to this day. I, I it'll probably come back to backfire. Like, it'll come back to haunt me one of these days, you know. Like, I still do that. And so I go home that day and I'm like, maybe I'm just weak, and that's why I'm making all these grunting noises that just happen to offend this person this one time. So how do I not do this? So I Google how to not be weak. Like every 14-year-old male would have at the time. Uh, just in general. And then here comes the rabbit hole. I think any males over the age of probably 14, 15 know exactly what I'm talking about. And this is the red pill rabbit hole. Uh-oh, here we go. And the first piece of advice I got that I remembered and like immediately started doing, other than like working out and like all that good advice, there was one where it's just shut everyone out that you don't want to be like. And while that's great advice, like I wasn't able to make friends afterwards because I was like, oh, I don't like that about this person, so I don't want to be around that person, you know? So I just wasn't able to make friends, and I completely like gave all of my friends the boot and just like vanished from the face of the planet until like 2 weeks ago. So, you know, there's that. So uh yeah, so that happened, and genuinely I feel like that was a good thing that it happened though. Because, to be honest, I was able to sort of separate myself from people that I feel like wasn't a great influence on me as a person. Um, but after, you know, some self-evaluation, I was able to find just, you know, the ones that I did want to, you know, keep around. So, you know, that happened. But anyway, so this started this whole manly man arc, you know? It wasn't even that. It was literally just I don't even want to say it because it's like it's literally just so like dumb and cringy. Like, but everyone knows that it exists. Like, you know those stuck-up kids with the beanies, you know, stuck-up kids with the beanies, dark clothes, won't talk to anybody, like, but thinks they're all that and all manly and stuff, and will just come out of nowhere and just like pretend to be a man, you know? Like, I was that guy. Like, I was hardcore that man. Like, and it was not. No, nobody likes that. Like, people aren't gonna like that, okay? Like, that isn't something people enjoy. So if you guys are currently doing that, don't take it from me. Just, you know, your favorite online personality, probably. Not actually. Oh, that's too bad. But take it from your friendly high school going nerd, I guess. Like, you take it from your fellow brother, you know. Don't do that. It's a really bad idea. Like, really, really, really bad idea. But anyway, oh shoot, I'm already 11 minutes in. Dang. Okay, so, everyone was, like, I kicked everyone out, Uh, and then winter break hit. Uh, and everything just kind of went to crap, you know? So like, I stopped every good habit that I was in, but kept all the bad ones, and the bad ones just got all worse. So like, I was in it, and ever since then, I've been like, it's this like bi-weekly identity crisis that like happens for like maybe like 8 p.m. Like it starts there, and you just have to live with the rest of your day like that, and then you go to bed and wake up and you're just fine. Like it nothing really changes, but also you hate the way that you were the day before, so you just like pretend that you're a completely different person. And this happens bi-weekly. I'm pretty sure it's just a puberty thing. Fairly certain it's puberty. Uh, but yeah, um, this is it is very odd, I'd say. Whoa. But yeah, I literally went through the entire like almost like mysterious anime dude phase, sort of, but like also pretending to be like some sort of, I don't even know, want to say the word, but like alpha male. That is literally what I was caught up in that. That's where I've been. That is why I haven't said anything for like a while. It was literally that stuff. Don't ever fall down that stuff. Like it is. Okay, well, some of the advice they give is actually good. They always mix it in with stuff that isn't so great, you know? So it's always like the good. They always mix in good advice with bad advice, and you can never tell what's the good and bad. Uh, so just like completely avoid that, honestly. You know what you have to do. Like it's they literally just give you all the common knowledge. Like it is literally stuff that you have been told, or at least know by now. Like to improve your life, you don't have to, you know, follow all of these different, you know, internet personalities just to be able to, you know, become a level 4 strength-wise, you know? Like, you can't... It really doesn't help. I mean, the advice... Some of the advice I got, like, working out, you know, that's good advice. Or, taking a shower daily. That's good advice, believe it or not. Having a clean room is also pretty good advice, by the way. But, you know, don't fall down that rabbit hole. And then after that, it was all this... I'd probably say that, like, I sort of realized what was going on, like, mid-January-ish. So that whole arc, I guess, was, like, October to, like, early to mid-January. Alright, sorry to cut it off right there. But I felt like it was going on too long about the same thing. But yeah, I just wanted to, like, in post editing, I was going back and I was like, I'm talking about the same thing for 15 minutes. This is not good. Like, I think I covered, like, 2 stories-ish. But, all the same, what am I doing? I don't have iron. But yeah, all the same, what happened after that, I'm just gonna continue off from where I know I was in that point in the, Field stories. But basically, what happened after... So, January rolled around, I become, you know, self-aware, surprisingly. You know, it's crazy that anybody would try to do that. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I become self-aware, which is crazy. And then, I try to, you know, sort of fix things. That takes a while, because meanwhile, while that's been going on, I moved rooms to a different part of the house where the internet is absolutely trash. Alright, so I'm gonna quickly show you guys around the place, you know, the new abode. Yeah, we got the CRT that I mentioned earlier, the Switch, my bed, my laundry, my shoes in the closet, and the setup. Pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, really quickly, will preface that, no, I am very, very glad that I got my own room, because before I was sharing a bedroom with my little brother in this closet. This, there, up there is, it's been leaking, so, you know, that's not been great, but we got it fixed today, which is nice, but it also made my carpet soggy, so it smells really bad in here. I don't know if you can hear this. It's really bad, like, it's actually nasty. But anyway, yes, I am glad that I got my very own, you know, bedroom, so I don't have to share it with people. But it was lonely. But yeah, anyway, back to the regular video, regularly scheduled program. So, like, I wasn't really able to talk to my friends at that point, because what I was thinking is, like, oh yeah, I've separated myself from these people for too long, like, what's the point? Jeez. Yeah, I've separated myself from these people for too long, like, that is not healthy. I don't know why I ever took that advice to just shut everyone out. Like, it genuinely didn't really help at all. Like, it just didn't, like, it just was bad advice just in general. Like, sure, like, separate yourself from bad influences, but, like, when you separate yourself from the entire world, like, I was cooped up by myself every day. Like, I was like, oh, I can't touch him. Hold on, what's gonna happen? It's funny because, like, I can easily commentate Skyward so much easier than bedwars. Like, I can commentate it, like, near flawlessly, which is weird because it's much more fast-paced than bedwars. Yeah, like, I suck at bedwars just in general. I don't know how he broke it so fast. But still, where are you? But, yeah, I was like, oh, I've separated myself from these people for too long, I need to get back to it, and I tried to, like, you know, contact people, but my internet was just so terrible, I literally could not send a message in Discord or anywhere else, like, I didn't, like, I basically got rid of, like, half my friends' phone numbers, to be honest. Like, I was like, oh, I don't need them anymore, so, like, I don't, like, it was just really bad decisions, just all around. Like, there was no element of, you know, good in what I was thinking. Like, there just wasn't any reason in it. And so, like, I just wasn't able to communicate with anybody. We finally got a new internet router. So I was finally able to talk to people. And since then, I feel like I've sort of fixed most everything. But those bi-weekly, identity crisis phases are still very much a thing. So, you know, other than that, you know, life's great. Like, it's summer break now, there isn't much left to do. I've got like 4 summer camps, which is actually gonna be really fun. Honestly, I'm kind of looking forward to them. But, I'm also looking forward to, like, coming back to this whole space of people. So, yeah, that's about it. It was a little bit different and a bit more personal than I normally get, but, yeah, goodbye.